Good afternoon, everyone. 11th class, Accountancy, Chapter 9. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, Chapter 9, and the name of the chapter is Ledger. So in accounting process, first step was recording, which we have already done by making the journals. So whenever we are making the journal or passing the journal entry, it means we are doing which step of accounting? Recording. So after making the journal, the next step is classifying the journal entries. Classifying means making groups. So grouping is done in ledger. So while we are making the ledger, it means which step of accounting process we are doing. The step is classification. So where the recording is done in journal, where the classification is done in ledger. So write down the definition of the ledger. A ledger is a book, just like journal is a book. So similarly, ledger is a book which contains, ledger is a book which contains in a summarized and classified form, in a summarized and classified form, and a permanent record of all journal entries. It means if we want to make the ledger, it means there must be a journal entry. With the help of journal entry, the ledger will be prepared. So first step is making of journal. Then the next step is making of ledger. So when we are making the journal, then in each journal entry, at least there are 2 accounts. Then those accounts will be posted to those transactions, or that particular account will be posted to the ledger. So it is also known a book of final entry. Like journal is known book of original entry. So similarly, ledger is also known as a book of final entry. It can be a very important 1 marker question. Journal is known as a book of prime entry or the original entry, and ledger is known as a book of final entry. Okay, so write down the features of ledger. Features, write down. It is a classified record. First feature, classified record. Classified means in ledger, actually we are making the groups of similar nature transactions at one place, and that place is known as account. So in ledger, all the accounts are maintained. So classified record. Second feature, it is prepared with the help of journal. So first step is preparation of journal, and second is with the help of journal, ledger is prepared. It tells us about the balances, of each and every account. That at the year end, the ledger accounts are closed for each and everything, and we will be able to find out the balances. Now prepare the format. Yes, I am drawing the format. You also need to draw the same format in your book. So this is the format of ledger. Draw it, everyone. Each ledger account has 2 sides. One is the debit side and other one is the credit side. Yes. Then I will be telling you how the amounts are written in ledger. Suppose this is a ledger account, and while doing the ledger, you are supposed to draw this type of format. Everyone. Yes. Suppose I am making here cash account. For every transaction, one account will be prepared and all the transactions related to cash will be written here only. This account, first of all, we will be writing the name of the account at the top of the format. So this is the name of the account. Similarly, if we are making capital account, then we will be replacing the name. We will be drawing the again one format and we will be writing the name of the account as capital account. So for every account, there will be a separate ledger. Separate account will be maintained for every journal transaction. So suppose it is a cash account. So you can see that I have written the cash account in the center of this format. So you are supposed to write the name of the account at the top of the format in its center. Okay. So now this column, first column, you can see that two sides are there. This side is the left hand side is known as the debit side and debit side is represented by DR and right hand side is the credit side. It is represented by CR. Okay, DR and CR. Here, now this first column, column number one. Wait a minute. This column number 1 is the date column. Yes, it is the date column. So here we need to write the date of the transaction from the journal. The date of journal and the date of ledger will remain same. Why? Because from journal we are writing the transaction here. So the date will remain same. And here we will be writing the particulars. Just draw the format, then I will explain how the transactions will be written here. In particulars, you need to write the name of the account. Like in journal, there were 2 accounts. So here we have to write the name of the account. Name of the other account. Name of other account. Here. Then here, like in journal, we were having a column LF. There I told you that is the ledger folio. So here we are having one column which is known as JF, means journal folio. Okay, JF means journal folio. Yes, I'm writing here JF. The full form of JF is journal folio. And what is it? Write down. Journal folio is the page number of the journal where the transaction is actually written. Okay. From journal, we are bringing the transaction here in ledger. So in journal, we will be writing the page number of ledger, that where that transaction is written in the ledger. And in ledger, we will be writing the page number of journal so that the cross checkings can be done. If any person wants to check that where is this journal, this particular account is written in journal, then suppose I have written here page number 25. So it is the page number of journal where this particular transaction will be there. And here we need to write the amount. Till here, your debit side is there. And from here, your credit side will be started. I think I have made this column extra. Wait a minute. Yes. This is the debit side, credit side. Amount. And again, from after amount, the credit side will be started. Right hand side will be started, date, and again particular, and again here JF, journal folio, then again here amount. And of this type, many accounts are maintained in ledger. So ledger is basically a book where all the accounts are maintained. Ledger is a book where all the accounts are maintained. Suppose in journal we have past 5 entries and at least 10 accounts will be there in 5 entries. So all the 10 accounts will be written all together in a book and that book is known as ledger. Clear? So here the amount will be written, whatever the amount, suppose 5,000, 10,000, whatever the amount is there, and here the date of the transaction and here the name of the other account. So every transaction has 2 aspects, as we all know. One is the debit and one is the credit. So one aspect will be written here and the other aspect will be recorded here. Clear? Now how the transaction will be written. So for example, one transaction, I am taking the example of only one transaction, like you have sold goods in cash. So the journal entry will be cash, wait a minute, sold goods for cash. So what will be the journal entry? Cash account debit to sales. This will be the journal entry. And now suppose the amount is 5,000. So now this is the journal entry, and now I am explaining how this entry will be written in the ledger. Please listen carefully. Yes. So this entry you can see has two aspects. One is the debit aspect and other is the credit aspect. So two accounts are involved in this transaction. One is the cash account and other one is the sales account. So this one single journal entry will be posted in two accounts, will be written in two accounts. One cash account, which I have already prepared, and the other account is the sales account. So you have to draw small formats for each transaction. Yeah. So suppose it is the sales account. And in this account also, I need to draw the same columns again. So this is the date, particulars, journal folio, amount, and the date. This is the debit side and this is the credit side. This is particulars. This is journal folio again and this is amount. Now please listen carefully. I am telling you the process. Now you have to see the first account, cash account. So cash account transaction will be posted in cash. So we will be making the cash account for all the cash transactions. Similarly, sales account is prepared to record all the sales transaction, whether it is cash sales or it is credit sales. All the sales will be posted in sales account. So cash account, now see the process. Cash account is debited. So this amount 5,000 will be written in cash account. Sales account is credited. So that will be coming in sales account. But the posting will be always made with the opposite account. So cash account is debited. So this is cash account and this is the debit side. Cash account, debit side. And the posting will be done with the opposite account. So what is the opposite account? Sales. So how this transaction will be written? Date. Suppose this transaction was on 5th April. So I am going to write here date 5th April and here I am writing the opposite account by mentioning the word to. To sales. To sales account. So it will be read cash account debit to sales and the amount is 5,000. Whatever the amount is written in front of cash, that will be written here. Now this process is known as posting. When the transaction is written from journal to the ledger, then this process is known as posting. So what is posting? The process of transferring the transaction written in the journal to a ledger. Transfer of the transaction which is written in journal to the ledger is known as posting. Yeah. So now post this one to sales account. So this account will be transferred to sales only. Clear? Now sales is credit. Sales is credit. So it will be recorded in the credit side and make sure whenever you are writing any account in the debit side, then the to word is written. And we are writing on the credit side, then we must write buy. Buy. So what is the opposite account of sales? Cash. So we need to write here buy cash account. And the amount, whatever amount is written in front of sales. So that amount is 5,000. Clear? I am taking one more example. Suppose now, again you have sold goods, but now this time in credit. So Mohan, suppose you have sold goods to Mohan in credit. So Mohan debit to sales. This will be the journal entry. Suppose you have sold goods for 6,000. Now, in this transaction, you can see there is no involvement of cash. So there will be no posting in cash account. So here we need to make Mohan account. We need to make Mohan account. Clear? So again the small format will be drawn for Mohan account, and I will be writing the name of the account at the top, Mohan account, and this is the date column. This is particular, and journal folio you need to just draw. Nothing will be written and never will be written in the journal folio. Why? Because actually we are not mentioning the page numbers in our notebook. So right now we are not in a position to mention the page number. So, but you must know the meaning of both the words, journal folio and ledger folio. But these columns will never be used. Practically, when a businessman prepares journal as well as ledger, then these columns are used, but not now. But you are supposed to draw the columns. So this is the particulars, and this is amount. This is again date, and this is particular, and this is amount. Now, this particular transaction will be posted in two accounts, Mohan and sales. Yes, Mohan and sale. Now you can see Mohan is debit. So come to the debit side of Mohan, write down the date. Suppose the transaction was on 10th April. 10th April. So Mohan is debited. So in the account of Mohan, on the debit side, by writing 2, what will be written? The opposite account. The opposite account is sales. So 2 sales account. Suppose the amount is 6,000. Now come to the sales account. It is again credited. So on the credit end side, we are going to write the opposite account. What is the opposite account? Mohan. So by Mohan. And now the amount is 6,000. Clear? So this is how the postings are done. But here one thing I want to make you clear, that each transaction will be always posted in 2 accounts. Posted in at least 2 accounts. If it is a compound journal entry and it is containing 3 accounts, then it will be posted in 3 accounts. Clear? So in how many accounts a single transaction will be posted will be depending on the number of accounts used in the journal entry. Now suppose one more transaction we are doing. Suppose you have paid rent. So the journal entry will be rent account debit to cash. Suppose the amount is 500. So you need to prepare the rent account, a small format of rent account. Suppose this is the rent account. So I'm writing here name rent account. Now we need to post this transaction in 2 accounts, and which 2 accounts will be in requirement? Rent and cash. So rent is debited. So on the debit end side of rent, it will be written with the opposite account to cash 500. And cash is credited. So we will be go back to the cash account. And which side? Could you please tell me which side of the cash account this transaction will be written? You can give me answer in chat box. Yes, which side? Yes, as cash is credited. Very good. Very good, Priya. Very good, Arush. Very good. So the transaction, very good, everyone. Many students have given me answer. So cash is credited. So on the credit end side, suppose the date is 15th April. So you are going to write here 15th April and here also 15th April because date is same for both the accounts. So the same date will be written 15th April and the opposite account is rent. So we will be writing here by rent account and the amount is here 500. Clear? So I have written here 500. So this is about the ledger posting and this is just the beginning of the chapter. We will do the practice as well as it is just the opening of the ledger. In the next portion, we will be learning how a ledger account is closed. But not now. At least for 2-3 days, we will be doing practice for the ledger posting. Then we will learn how to balance a ledger account and how to close a ledger account. I hope the topic is clear to everyone. And if you are having any doubt, you can raise your hands.